Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Interesting game. So, yeah, it's the ANZAC Eve game, Melbourne versus Richmond. I'm obviously a D's fan. We're down by a point, very scrappy. I feel like it's a level game. They're playing a lot better than us. So if we start improving and playing like our usual selves, we should blow them away. But yeah, just poor decision making, poor disposal. I think our defence has kept us in it. Richmond seem to be missing in quite a few players as well. So it's kind of annoying. Very low scoring. But yeah, let's get on to the beer, shall we? And how are we, Craigie boy? Good to see you, brother. So yeah, I've gone sticking with the whole theme of the halftime footy beer reviews. Got to stick with an Australian beer. And I think this is the first time I've had these guys on the channel. So this is Bojak. They're Melbourne brewery out of Dandenong, which is the far east suburbs. I've got a West Coast IPA called Takin the Hits. It's 6.5%. And it features Strata, Idaho 7, and Simcoe. So let's get stuck in. So, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed about the footy. I was in good spirits after finishing work, and, I mean, I'm still in good spirits, but, yeah, it's just been a bit of a disappointing watch. And I've had, like, 2 lagers since I had that first beer earlier on, so I'm not quite merry yet, but getting there. So, yeah, I've poured this into my little crafty pint glass. And, yeah, you'd probably say it's a medium orange, clean and clear, 1 finger head, not much carbonation going on. But, yeah, these guys, they're fairly new. They're one of those breweries that sort of go under the radar, and they're somewhat underrated. I remember I had a hazy from them. It's probably about 6 months ago, and it was really hop saturated, and like it had that feel and that taste like it was elite level, like up to American standards. And I just haven't had any beers from them since. They're just one of those breweries that you can only get in certain sort of stores. So it's a bit of a shame. Like when I had that beer, I was like, geez, I'd love to try a heap more stuff from them. So let's hope their Westies go all right. So I've had like a few different styles from them. I've had a Westie in the early days, but not recently. So let's see how it goes. Let's go a whiff. And cheers, Angie. Good to see you again. So on the nose, you're getting a touch of pine. There's some grapefruit, some orange, maybe a touch of apricot. It doesn't smell very bitter. The nose is quite subtle. You're getting like white bread. There's a touch of caramel there, but it's not like massive. I feel like it's going to be one of those beers that's probably a bit more on the go with the palate as opposed to on the nose. Yeah, a little bit grassy. Anyway, I'm going in. Cheers. It's quite earthy. Grapefruit, definitely. Pithy. It's got quite a herbal, like a tea sort of vibe to it. There's a touch of spice. I'm even getting like a slight sort of minty vibe. It's not as citrusy as I sort of expected. But yeah, it's got a bit of difference going on, which is cool. The bitterness is sort of a little subdued. It might be sort of like a slow sipper, like a bit of a creeper. Yeah. Cheers again, Stuart. Good to see you. But yeah, she's pretty cold here, boys and girls. Starting to get to that weather now where, I only use my heater where I live probably 1 or 2 months of the year. And yeah, it's it's starting to get to that time, so it's quite annoying. It's when the gas bill just goes. It's been quite nice during the days, but just at night and real early morning, it's icy. Yeah. We're probably getting similar weather at the moment, like us and you guys. You'd be getting a bit of sun during the day, but still real cold at night and in the morning. Pardon me. So yeah, I've been drinking a lot of West Coast lately. And it's good to try one from a different brewery. I've got quite a few in the fridge. Me and old Kent Beer Reviews. We've been drinking heaps of Westies lately, and it's what we go for. So yeah, it's good to mix it up and have a few from different breweries and stuff. I've got a range one there. I've got one from One Drop. I know the One Drop one's going to be awesome, so it's I'm sort of holding on to it. It's like a rainy day beer. Cheers, Paul, brother. Good to see you. I'm on another Westie, brother. West is best. Yeah. It's got somewhat of a smooth mouthfeel. I think it's it comes across like there's some sweetness up front, but it's dry on the finish. So you'd say it's fairly well balanced. It's good, but it's just a little subdued. I want more. I feel like it needs more of that citrus edge. And yeah, considering the hops that are in it, I feel like there would be more dankness and bitterness. But at the end of the day, it's 6.5%. It does the job, looks the part. It's certainly a solid effort. It's good. It's just not blowing me away. I've been spoilt for choice lately too because I've had a lot of really good Westies. But yeah, as I said, sometimes you might get it out of the fridge and it's still too cold. You let them sit for a bit and it's whew, hello, we've got a change in flavour. So yeah, we've got a public holiday tomorrow, Anzac Day. So a respect to all our fallen soldiers. So yeah, it's always a time to sit back and reflect and appreciate those that have sort of fought for the country. And yeah, it's quite often most years, like depending on what's going on with work and that, I'll get up early and go to the dawn service. And yeah, it's quite emotional going there. You'll go there early in the morning and yeah, they'll have like a ceremony and yeah, you're just sort of paying your respect. And yeah, it's like, I don't know, I just feel as an Australian, like I'm very patriotic. So that stuff, like, yeah, it means a lot to me. So yeah, but yeah, obviously having the day off too, like there's football, there's beers, like people make the most of it. And yeah, like I've taken the following day off. So and I've got next week off. So I've actually got like a big string of days off in a row now, which is good. Ooh, hello. So it started back up. Yeah, the halftime break normally goes for about 20 to 30 minutes. But yeah, I was a little bit late starting up. I had a little Arvo nap after work because I had to get up so early. Me and my workmate today, we drove to the city. We had to drop off like a belt from one of our machines, and yeah, it was funny because it was really heavy. But my workmate, he's like not as strong as me, and when he had to load it into the ute, he needed someone to help him like lift it in. And he picked me up on the way to the city because like I live sort of on the way. So when we got to the place to drop it off, I've just picked it up out of the thing and like lifted it in there. And he's probably thinking, "Oh, you smart ass." He is only a little fella though, like really, really lean. Like there's not much of him. So yeah, we like pretty much because like our area is closed down at the moment. There's a heap of like machine maintenance going on and stuff. It was awesome to get out and go for a drive, and just me and him just went for a drive, and we stopped for like a feed, and yeah, it was a good day out. The bitterness has definitely increased as I've drank it more and it's warmed up, which is good. Still not much dankness. It's like quite grassy, pithy grapefruit. There's not much sweetness apart from like that sort of slight touch of caramel malt. Yeah, it's as I said, it's got that tea vibe. There's just something about Idaho 7. Like I'm not a big fan. You always get this sort of earthiness and tea, and like in hazies, I reckon it's even less impressive in hazies. I mean, you do get the pineapple, but when I get earthiness and like a tea vibe in a like a fruity beer, it just yeah, it's something weird about it. But anyway, score wise, I reckon for this one I'd go about a 3.9 out of 5. It's good, but not great. I've had quite a few beers not heaps, but I've had a few beers from them recently. And yeah, they've really nailed down some of their hazies, but yeah, the old Westie's just not quite as good as them. So, but yeah, thanks to everyone for chiming in. I'm going to go back to the footy. Let's hope the D's get up. Let's hope they start playing better. So cheers, peeps. And we might be back again later on. If anyone's keen for a drink, I might even do a live, or if anyone's going to do a live, because I'm keen to kick on. So yeah, hit me up. Cheers.